So we've made a tortilla, cheap, easy. Now we're gonna cut this open. Oh, stay together. Oh, that looks kind of yummy. So I'm gonna walk you guys through how to make your own tortillas at home. I know tortillas are trending on TikTok, the tortilla thing. We're gonna make that, but first let's make our own tortillas. So I pre-measured out everything. The full recipe will be listed in the description bar below. Make sure to subscribe, comment on what you'd like to see me make homemade next. So of course you're gonna need either shortening or lard. This is vegan, so we're using vegetable shortening. Make sure it's vegan. You're gonna need flour, some water, baking powder, and salt. And that is literally all you need. Now let's put everything in a bowl. Literally in the bowl, you're gonna add in your flour. Boom. You're gonna add in your salt and the baking stuff. And then we're gonna give that a nice little whisk to make sure, you know, it's well incorporated and even throughout. This is important. So I'll give it a nice little whisk, whisk, whisk. Boom. And then we're gonna take our vegetable shortening. I'm gonna break it into little pieces. And you're literally just gonna get in there with your hands now. People have been playing with their food all year, so let's keep doing it. You're just gonna continue to do this until it becomes little crummies. You know what I'm saying? Little crumbs. Now all you're gonna do is add in your water. And honestly, it's this easy. I couldn't find any tortillas I liked, so I'm making my own. And that's usually how it works. So boom, I'm just gonna take a fork. Then I'm gonna get my hands dirty again, but you just want to mix this very well. Now this one I made makes 5 of the balls. And you just wanna well incorporate that. You might have to add a little bit of water. That's fine, just a teaspoon. Lap. And then just keep mixing it. And this is when you gotta get your hands in there again. Even though I just washed my hands, we're just gonna get them dirty again. Boom. Combine all of that. You wanna use all of that, and then you're just gonna take your dough like that. And you're going to put it on the surface. We're gonna put some flour on the surface. You know, they usually say a floured surface, and I'd be like, what are you talking about? So put it on the floured surface. We're gonna zoom out a little bit, and we're just gonna knead it. So kneading is basically just press, you know, like press it in, and you want to turn it as you knead it. And you might not need all the flour, so I'm gonna move a little bit of that. And you're just gonna knead it for a couple minutes. And I'll be back once in like 5 minutes to show you what it looks like, because this is gonna take like 5 minutes to knead it nicely. Alright, so we have this smooth softball ball, as you can see, it's nice and smooth. We're gonna take it and put it on our scale because I have to divide it by 5. So we have 189 divided by 5. Can y'all guess the answer? Alright, it's 37.8. I am just going to do 37. So all I'm going to do is take my handy dandy divider and pull you guys out so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to divide this and weigh it as I divide. So we're just guesstimating. That's a 30, what? 37. Let's do, what's 38 look like? That's 32. And that's 38. So this is what 38 looks like, and I'm just going to continue to do this with all of the balls until I have nice, and then you want to pull them back to make a nice, you know, surface to work on, and you're just going to let them sit while you weigh out the other ones. So You don't have to do all this. You can literally just eyeball it. But, you know, for me, I like to be a little bit on point. So I'll be back. Once I weigh little balls already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll them out. So I'm going to do one at a time. And we're going to preheat our stovetop. So this is, take a little bit of flour. You need a little bit, not a lot. Roll the pin in it. Oh, a lot of stuff is going on over here. I wish you guys could see the behind the scenes. Maybe I should do a video so you guys can see it, because this always is so funny. So I'm just gonna roll this out. Let me move the camera down because this looks crazy. Yeah, that's better. Boom. So I'm just gonna roll this nice and thin, turning it as you roll it so you can get an even shape. You want to roll this as thin as you possibly can. Use that elbow grease. Put pressure on it. I don't know how she got hers so thin, but this is what they said to me. They told me that this is enough to make 5. I think they lied to me though a little bit, because I don't know. We'll see in a second. Like, if this doesn't make a full-size tortilla, we're going to have to fight, because the recipe said that it did. It looked like half size. This looked like half a tortilla. So I might have to double these up. And it's already super thin, like I can see through it. So we're going to have to show you guys a really quick trick. So you always start with your bowl. And what I like to do is use my hands to kind of flatten it out before I use a rolling pin. And then you just take your fingers. You kind of massage it into that circle. It's not going to be a perfect circle, but you can make it happen. So just massage it. You know, press it out. And that's how I start. And then I go in and I boom. And it makes it easier. So I thought I'd give you that. So as you guys can see, I have been rolling. And it is working very well. So I'm just going to continue to roll it out as thin as I possibly can. You don't want it to be super thin, but well, yeah, you do. And you want to turn it and roll it. Mine's got a little crease in it by mistake, but you know, it is what it is. And you can roll that crease right on out. And now what I like to do is you take it, because I watched an old Italian lady do it. She took the dough and she goes like this with the dough, and I was like, that's so smart. And then she'd flip it like boom. You know, I don't got all the skills she got, but you know what I'm getting at. So you make it until as big as you want it. I think I'm gonna roll mine out just a little bit more because I got some nooks and crannies in there. So just gonna flip it and continue to roll. Turn it and roll. Now this is the two combined because, you know, this one didn't work obviously. So the recipe I list down in the description bar will be enough to make 2 tortillas, and then I'll list the full recipe below that. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Oh, and it's super thin. Whew. This is gonna be nice. Like, it's super thin. I'm gonna roll it on this side one more time. And then we're gonna put it on the stove. Put it on the stove. Put it on the stove. Alright, let's go over to the stove. So we are at the stove and we're just gonna plop it in there and, you know, make it look pretty. And we're gonna let it cook until it starts to bubble. You'll see the bubbles start to happen. You leave it alone, let it do its business, mind your business, and let it cook. Like, that's what you think. It's about time for it to flip. Let's check. So think it's about time for it to flip. Alright. Looking goldeny and stuff. Alright. We're just gonna let that cook on the other side. And then we got a tortilla. It feels like a tortilla. Alright, that's it. It's done. It's done. So we are all done. And I'm just gonna take a banana and some almond butter. And I'm gonna make my little dessert. So we have the tortillas wrapped in here. I'm just gonna chop this banana. Then we're gonna take our tortilla wrap, whichever one you want. Make sure it folds in the four, like that. Alright, I'm gonna have those creases to work with, so make some creases. Bam. So what they're doing is they're basically just cutting down the center a little bit, like that. And then they're putting stuff on it. I don't want to put food on here yet. Maybe I'll do a pizza one at some point. Comment down below what kind of tortilla wrap you'd like to see me make, or whatever this is called. Yeah, it's a tortilla wrap sandwich. There was a sushi one. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So I'm just gonna put bananas, peanut butter right here because I love peanut butter. This is almond butter because I ran out of peanut butter. I did. Let me show you. I was sad. So this is my empty jar of peanut butter that I literally cleaned out. It's real. Me and peanut butter have a very interesting relationship. So I'm gonna add actually cacao powder to one of these. So we're gonna do that. So it usually is this boom. They flip it and you got some here too. So we're going to put bananas here. And I guess I'll put some right here too. I'll just chop them a little bit smaller. And I'll put chocolate peanut butter right there. All it is just mixed cacao powder with the butter. And this is going to be my little dessert. You can add blueberries, but mine are frozen. You can add whatever the hell you like. But I wanted to try this trend because people keep sharing it. Like, there's nothing more important in the world, but you know, whatever. We're just gonna continue to make this. Alright, we got our bananas down. Boom. Let's grab my cacao powder. You can use organic, you can use regular, use what you got. So I'm just gonna put peanut butter on here. Actually, I'm gonna mix it in here. Oh no, I'll mix it in here. So just some nut butter and some cacao stuff. Let me grab a spoon. A little bit of cacao powder. And this is gonna make a chocolate peanut butter situation. Look at that. It literally just turned into chocolate. Oh, that looks so good. Now we got chocolate butter. Alright. Boom. Take that, put it here. I think that works. I don't know. I've never done this before. What did it taste like? Let me see. It tastes like, it tastes healthy. So we're gonna go like this. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go to the stove. Look at that. You see now? We're back at the stove. We're just gonna add in a little bit of avocado oil because that's the only one I really consume. A little bit. So we're gonna add our little situation, cook it on both sides, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like once I cut it and brum 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 brum. Brum brum brum. So this is almost done, and we're gonna cut it. It's all golden and you can see it. Let's go cut it. We've made a tortilla. Cheap, easy. Now we're gonna cut this open. Oh, stay together. Oh, that looks kind of yummy. Oh, banana. Banana, nana, nana. Yum.